Like there's no set list of definitions that mean the same thing to everybody all the time, right? Like if
Right.
we were accountants, no matter where we studied in the world, we would all know what a debit is. We would all be able to create a spreadsheet, a balance sheet and a profit and loss statement because it's the same. In writing and probably in most art forms, like you and I might completely understand point of view in our own way, but have different ways to talk about it and different terms to use. So you just said voice was really important to you. What do you mean by voice? I know what I think of, but it's not necessarily what you're thinking of when you're thinking of voice. So tell me more about that.
So voice would be like the personality of the person on the page. Like, what are their quirks? What are their habits? How do they think versus what do they say? Um, there's a lot that goes into voice, and having a strong voice on the page is just meaning that your character is developed really, really well. Um, and the opening pages is hard to you have to have some time spent on the page to develop your characters, but yeah, again, like there's not it's not going to be the same thing or the same word combination or whatever for all stories, right? Each story is going to be different. But yeah, it comes down to how strong is your character's personality on that page, and how does that come through in the words?
Right. So it's the character you want to attach to the character. It's that empathy do you know the book Wired for Story, Lisa Cron?
Oh, yes, yeah,
Yeah. She talks about this all. This is her opening intro in the whole book. And that's another drum I keep banging. If anyone has not yet gotten and absorbed and read multiple times Wired for Story by Lisa Cron, as soon as you're finished listening to this episode, go order it because you're doing yourself a huge favor. A huge favor.
I
Because all
agree.
the answer to, well, why do I have to do it that way? Why is that necessary? All of those answers are in that book.
Yep. My copy is sitting right over there. I can look at it. Story Genius and Wired for Story are right there, and I recommend them
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly. I gotta get her on the show. I gotta talk
Yeah,
to her.
she's fabulous.
Yeah, yeah. We started the whole podcast by just quoting her for seasons. So to me, voice is also the artistry. And that is the thing that I'm not sure can be taught. And I use the example of a painter. Like if someone wanted to learn how to paint, they can go and learn about perspective. They can go and learn the color wheel. They can learn what all the different brushes do. They can learn the difference between watercolor and oil. That's the theory. But then they have to take all of that and they have to go play with it and they have to practice and develop their own artistry. So that, I mean, a Van Gogh looks different than a Monet, even if they used the same. Now, I'm not an art historian, so I'm not sure if they actually used the same paints or not. But let's, for argument's sake, say they did. The paintings look completely different because of their artistry. So to me, the voice is the artistry. And it depends, and it's going to change with each book because you might be writing a book that's first person and your main character is a 14-year-old girl. The next book you write might be in third person. So you've got a narrator now telling the story as opposed to it being from a first person juvenile narration. That's all artistry. And it's practice writing over and over and over.